here's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This defense for the Patriots, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man, here is Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They're talking about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with Harris. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, punt at the 35-yard line. Ball Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Cobb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Fields on 3rd down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Well, he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. There's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Rolling running to his right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 47. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 47 is the mic. 47.
He'll drop to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 3. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A.J. Epinesa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Good job, yo.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
47 is the mic.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's another carry for Harris. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Switch it.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I'll redouble my efforts, I'll go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to 31.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big stop, dude. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
On first down, Hawkins.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
8 yards. Brings up second and 2 at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And he's brought down.
Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. They juked him, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields looking here for Smith downfield. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. A 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Out of the gun, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. His throw incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, Fields. Dancing to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right back to him on first down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking it.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike 3. Combo. Watch his flat.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Alex Highsmith drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
They'll run on first down. Harris, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
You got 4.
Back to throw, Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did